Hi, my name is Kyle Clower, and I'm with Serve Wisconsin. We are the Wisconsin National Community Service Board, and we work with AmeriCorps programs throughout the state. Right now, we're talking to different AmeriCorps members about their service this year and how it's impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. And today, we're talking with Sarah. So, Sarah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Thanks so much for talking with us today.
Yeah, of course. Happy to.
Sarah, can you start off by telling us a little bit about your AmeriCorps service, including the program you're serving with, and what your service looked like before the spread of COVID-19?
Sure. So yeah, this is my third year of service with College Possible, and we are a college access and success program for students that are income eligible. So working with high school juniors and seniors, helping them get into and apply for college, and then we continue to work with those students throughout college and until they achieve a good degree. And I am currently serving as a community partners team member. So before the pandemic, I was mainly planning events, securing in-kind donations for those events, and then communicating with our partners, schools, and just other external partners.
That's great. And then, so have you had that same AmeriCorps position all 3 years, or were you doing different work during your earlier terms?
No, so my first term, I was serving as a college success coach. So I was working directly with college students in the program. And then for my second year and this year, I came back for the community partners team member position.
That's great. And then with the college students you're working with prior, were they at one particular school or schools throughout the country?
Yeah, they were kind of spread out throughout different schools. Mainly, though, I was working with students at UW Milwaukee and Whitewater, and then just kind of variety of different schools. A lot of schools throughout Wisconsin, and then some even out of the state, just because we do work with the students wherever they decide to go. So sometimes that means we have a student in California or in New York. So it's a lot of research to learn about all these different institutions across many different states, but I would say mostly throughout Wisconsin and Minnesota primarily.
And then with the position you're in right now, what are some of the projects and events you're working on prior to the spread of COVID-19?
Yeah, so last year, a big part of this role was helping to secure college campus visits for our high school students so that they could experience a college campus, and for many students for the very first time, which is super exciting. Something else, I helped plan our MLK Day of Service, so that was a really cool thing that I got to be a part of and participate in. And then, yeah, the in-kind donations was a big part of that role too, just being able to feed everyone involved in the event, prizes, all of that. So those are just some of the things that I was working on.
That's great. And then could you tell us a little bit about the MLK project?
Yeah, we were spread out throughout 4 different locations. So we had core members and leadership staff throughout different organizations in the city. We volunteered with City Year, actually. We were at a food pantry and some other local Milwaukee organizations. So it was really cool.
And then, Sarah, how did you have to change your AmeriCorps service with College Possible Milwaukee following the spread of COVID-19?
Yeah, so unfortunately at this time, no in-person events are taking place. So a lot of my role is just focusing on written communication. So I am sending out newsletters to our partner high schools and colleges, just kind of keeping them up to date with what's going on with our students and our organization, compiling resources for our students that could be helpful during this time, and then trying to be creative about virtual events that we can still do. So hopefully we can still do some virtual campus visits for our students and do some fun like core member virtual events too. So yeah.
That'll be great. I'm sure that has to be the challenge of trying to help students decide on a campus when you can't even go to the campus right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think a huge part of it is experiencing it firsthand. So that element definitely is hard to not be able to do that.